it was one of those things like you have to be careful for what you wish for, because I dreamed of this and almost willed this into being, and all of a sudden I'd gone from Brisbane to Manhattan. Clive Davis, who was the president of Arista at the time, had flown us to Manhattan. It's the first time I'd ever left the country. Suddenly I'm in New York. I didn't really have a chance from that moment to about 5 years later to really appreciate just the enormity of what was about to occur. And
so Savage Garden, huge, and then you broke it up.
Mm-hmm.
Was that hard to do?
Yeah, because it was completely unexpected on my half. I mean, you have to understand, this is a band of just two people, like Annie Lennox and Dave Stewart, or like Hall & Oates. It was literally a songwriting partnership. It really wasn't even a band. It was two people that made everything, produced everything, got thrown into the stratosphere, and I loved it, as you can imagine, and he really struggled with it. It was the attention. There were times when we would literally have to coax him out of a dressing room and say, look, you know, dude, it's okay, we're on top of the pops, we have to do this, you know. And he, you know, bless him, he did everything that was asked of him until it kind of broke him, and we were a week away from releasing our second album. I Knew I Loved You was #1 on the American Billboard charts, and I remember coming into a band meeting and he just looked like he'd been crying, and I was like, what's going on? And everybody just looked at me, you know, when they've got bad news, and like, the band's ending. And he just said, look, I can't do this anymore. And you know, if you love someone, and I sort of grew up with Daniel, you know, we both came from the same part of town, and you know, you support whatever decision they make. It was like a roller coaster. There were intense moments. There were duets with Pavarotti. There was Madonna coming to my show.
How did that happen?
The Madonna thing's crazy. I've only recently met her face to face, but years before I met her, there was a man called Tommy Mottola who used to run Sony.
Married to Mariah.
Married to Mariah Carey, and he was friends with Madonna. And I was signed to Sony, so Tommy knew of me. And we're playing a show in New York City, in just a theatre, maybe like 3,000 people. And I get this phone call. Yo, it's Tommy Mottola on the phone. I'm like, okay. Hi, Tommy. He's like, yo, Darren, I hear you do Ray of Light in your show. And I'd been doing Ray of Light at my sound checks. I didn't perform it in the show. And I said, no, Tommy, I know, I do it at my sound check. He's like, well, Em thinks you do it in a show, and she's coming tonight, so you do it in your show, don't you? And I went, yes, I do. And I hung up, and I ran back and...
Zephyr in the sky at night, I wonder, do my tears of morning stink beneath the sun? She's got herself a universe gone quickly, for the call of thunder threatens everyone.